Hello, everybody. Scott Golden with Golden Opportunities Coaching here. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is we bring about conversations of a psychological, emotional, and mental health coaching paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. We've got over 800 of these available for your listening pleasure and education in the archive. Currently, we're going to add to them, hopefully get to 1,000 by around the fall time, somewhere in there. Anyway, this is an interesting video. If you are a spiritual person or know anything about empath, this is a video for you. If you are dealing with kind of a consciousness awakening, breaking of patterns, anything toward the direction of trying to create a better life for yourself in emotional mastery, would love to help you with that. Please feel free to reach out. You can reach out on Twitter at PO Perception or in the About Me section of this YouTube page. We can set up a session and have conversation that would lead you, hopefully, to some form of breakthrough or multiple breakthroughs, as it were. You can, again, do that through Twitter or the About Me section of this page. Anyway, empaths are individuals who feel emotions on a regular basis, and they feel them from other people as well as from within themselves. They may often struggle with feeling emotions too vibrantly or in a manner which almost leads to a certain degree of frustration, in the sense that the person is struggling to find a sense of, some would say, belonging, others would say balance, and so feeling other people's emotions can be extremely taxing, especially if they're going through a hard time or dealing with a lot of negative emotions. Finding a way to cleanse from emotions and also figure out which emotions are yours and which emotions belong to other people is essential to finding a way to balance that emotional state. I deal with people literally every day who are out of balance in emotions because they're picking up on what other people may think, feel, or ultimately, connect with things on a different level. And so it becomes extremely difficult when an individual needs the balance of learning how to balance other people's emotions, because if they're unwilling to do this, they will get continually taxed. Next, if you are an empath, you will need alone time to recharge, and I'll combine these two because people drain you or people's emotions drain you. Drain does not mean that you don't like being around people, but it means you can only do so in small doses. If they're extremely hyper or extremely sad or extremely angry, you're going to merge with the emotions of all that, and ultimately you're going to get tired quicker. You may even become irritable if they're irritable, or in general have a lot of struggles trying to find the balance of how to approach them, and also merge with the emotion that you feel you have to fix things, even when you're not getting into things on a continual basis that are necessarily yours. You'll also sense when things are off or just off balance. You'll sense when something's wrong with the person and they're not speaking about it. If you are and basically an amateur or a person who doesn't know how to balance the right timing to handle these types of things, you may even try to force a person or cajole a person or coerce a person, even with well-meaning, into having a conversation they're not ready to have, and it can actually negatively affect relationships. The final thing is you hold on to other people's emotions long after a conversation or interaction with them has ended. This can be problematic for a number of reasons, including but not limited to the fact that if they're not ready to talk it through, they're only going to resent you further for trying to make them be something they're not ready to be, or connect in a way they're not ready to connect. It doesn't necessarily mean that your meaning wasn't well, but certainly the way you're approaching the process of trying to help them is non-productive. So finding a way to balance that and find what is yours, what isn't yours, finding a way to release emotions that are not yours in a healthy manner so that you don't get burnt out. Also, learning the proper timing to have conversations with people who may not be ready to have those conversations yet is also super important. And finding a way to make sure that you're getting proper self-care when you're drained is also exceptionally important. So hopefully all this is helpful. I encourage you, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.